I want everybody to get ready because this is the Nnamdi Kanu I want to be seen in court from the 27th. This is the type of Nnamdi Kanu I want to see. Watch this video.
Tell Buhari, that's what I said, that he's mad. He cannot join me. He cannot join me. He's a madman. He appoints judges. Buhari has appointed judges in this country. He should stop integrating judges. That is rubbish. People can have it, I will not have it. I won't have it. I will not have it. Buhari can intimidate judges, not me. Get rid of me. Nonsense. I would have killed my people. Yeah, it's okay. After killing my people, you tell me to tell the secret. Yeah. The person is mad. Not mad. Completely mad.
That is what I call Ohamadike unscripted. Yes, that is Ohamadike in action. Whenever he is in Ohamadike elements, you know that something is about to happen. That video, of course, is part of the displays that we were used to when his case was just beginning under Buhari. And I'm telling you, I love that unscripted part of Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu without case file. And Nnamdi Kanu that does not use case file. That is the Kanu I want to see. To hell with any case file. If they like, they should not bring it. If they like, they should hide it. Nnamdi Kanu, please don't even use a case file because there is no case. Yes, there is no case. It is only a case that has a case file. I am saying it here and direct. There is no case against Nnamdi Kanu, so why should he have a case file? Why should Nnamdi Kanu have a case file? Why does he even need a case file? In fact, I know that Ohamadike, doesn't even want that case file. It's very clear. It's very clear. What case do they have on his head? From 15-count charges, they struck it down to 7-count charges. They removed the treasonable felony. Where is it? Nnamdi Kanu said it. Where is the treasonable felony? Where is the treason? It's gone. That is how the rest other ones will go. Where is treasonable felony? That was the first offense they were hammering every day. Treason, treason, treason. No, they sleep for night. Every day our ear won't burst. Nnamdi Kanu did treason, overthrow government. They could not prove it. Could they prove it? Could they prove it? No, they could not prove it. It's gone. They struck it down to 7 counts. The 7 count now is based on terrorism. 7 count terrorism remaining. Did they prove it? For 10 years, they have been struggling to prove terrorism. They know there is nothing like that, but they don't want to leave the charges empty because he will walk away. So they hold him tight with court. They hold him tight with DSS. They know very well that as long as he's in DSS, he is a prisoner of conscience. Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience. That is why he's not in the prison self. That is why they don't want to grant him bail. He is treated like somebody who is already guilty for an offense that he is yet to be judged for. No court has found him guilty now. Tell me, fact check me. In fact, 6 courts has found him innocent, including a neutral court in Kenya found him innocent. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent of these crimes, of these hoax alleged crimes. I don't know where they were cooked from pit of hell. That is why. That is why he's calling those witnesses, those compulsory witnesses. The court must produce them. Wike, Umahi, Buratai, Malami, all of you must come out to corroborate that thing you are saying. You must come out to speak to court and tell the court how Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Don't hide. Don't hide. Come out. You will see Nnamdi Kanu unscripted. This Nnamdi Kanu I played for you. Unscripted Ohamadike, not ordinary Nnamdi Kanu. Not Nnamdi Kanu, the gentleman. This is Ohamadike himself. That is what Nnamdi Kanu wants to display for us. Just small, small display. Oh God, I pity for any of them that shows up in that court because that Nnamdi Kanu I see has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose in this life. But the last thing he will do is to sell his integrity. The last thing he will do is to sell his own people. The last thing he will do is to betray his own people, even though his people are betraying him. I hope you all know. I hope you all know that as we speak now, there are people in Igbo land who are betraying Nnamdi Kanu. There are people who are holding meetings as we speak. What is their agenda? Bring down Nnamdi Kanu. What is their agenda? How to end his life. What is their agenda? How to silence the voices of Igbo land, the prominent voices that are speaking for their people. The same people Nnamdi Kanu has been speaking against. And the funny part, Nnamdi Kanu never declared any day that he's going to wage war against the state. Buhari's problem with Kanu was because Nnamdi Kanu was holding protests. Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting to his people. Nnamdi Kanu was educating his people. And above all, Nnamdi Kanu took the extra step. As a man that he is, of course, he can't keep talking. He took the bold step to provide security for his own people. He never went any day to Zamfara State or Sokoto State to go and catch bandits. He never fought Fulani herdsmen and went to Sokoto where they are living. No. He said, whatever you people are doing, do it in your state. Do it in your Sokoto. Do it in your Jigawa state. But when it comes to my own state, my own land, Alanam, Southeast, Biafra land, Igbo land, you people will not try that rubbish. Hey! That was where Nnamdi Kanu had problem. That was his offense for opening the eyes of his people, for emancipating his people. That is why Bob Marley sang, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. The captors do not want the slaves to be emancipated. No captor wants the captives to be emancipated. It is just the way they behave. Because they know that true freedom comes from emancipation, knowing who you are. True freedom comes from knowledge. And knowledge comes from listening to the wise, listening to the wise people, listening to people who are inspired to lead. That is why they hate Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they want to buy him. Because they know that knowledge is freedom. Listen to me, listen to me. I say knowledge is freedom. Repeat it after me. Knowledge is freedom. I can't hear you. Yeah, that's it. Knowledge is freedom. If you have a marker, go to your door. Write it there. Knowledge is freedom. Every day you wake up from sleep, you look at the door, you see it. Knowledge is freedom. Don't be a slave. Equip yourself, educate yourself. Know about your tribe, your people. Know about your heroes past. Stay tuned to this channel and listen clear to understand what we are passing through. To understand. The cry of Biafra is the same cry of Africa. That the majority are suffering and the minority are enjoying. And the minority do not want the majority to be emancipated. The same thing, rinse and repeat. Enter anywhere you have blacks, you will see this character. There will always be the minority who gang up to defy the majority and not want the majority to know about their rights. They will look for little people who are making noise among them and silence them. Anyone that refuses to be silenced, they carry him and put in the dungeon. That is what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. That is what Nnamdi Kanu is passing through. Kwame Nkrumah, Nelson Mandela, Patrice Lumumba. Should I go on? These are men who led the way for the people, men who emancipated their people, and they were cut short in their prime. Ohamadike unscripted. Ohamadike unscripted. A man who is inspired by his people. A man who is inspired by his chi. A man who is sent to deliver his people from bondage. That is the man they want to bring down. You can only bring a man down. You cannot bring his idea. You cannot bring a spirit down. Because Biafra is a spirit. Suffering, tribulation is a spirit. It transfers from person to person. That is the Nnamdi Kanu we know. The Nnamdi Kanu I want to see in court is Ohamadike unscripted. Ohamadike unscripted. That's Ohamadike that sends fear. That sends fear to their spine. That sends chills to their spine. Buhari was living in trembles. Buhari was living in fear because of Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, Buhari even almost spied himself because of Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari called Southeast a dot in a circle because of Nnamdi Kanu, just to frustrate the Southeast. Buhari said that he will never do anything for Igbo land, that because they did not vote for him. It's not true. It is because of the natural hatred he has for Southeast Igbo land in general, and the Fulanization agenda he has for Nigeria. That is why he said that. He wants to send the message to his people that, look, I am for you people against the Igbos. So I'm coming to fight them. I will not do anything for them. I will not develop their place. I will take away their oil, and I will use the money for the oil to buy guns for the Fufude, from Burkina Faso, from Mali, from Chad, from Sokoto, from Niger. The man in Niger is my own brother. That's what Buhari said. To the Fulani man, the Igbo man is his slave. The Igbo man's land is his land. These people are conquestial by nature. They are people who conquer by nature. That is why Ohamadike Unscripted came out and showed them that it can never happen. The relative peace we enjoy in Southeast is because of Nnamdi Kanu. It would have been worse. So go and check South, go and check Southwest, go and check North Central. What is happening today? It would have been a child's play if not for Nnamdi Kanu. It would have been a child's play if not for Ohamadike. Ohamadike, the greatest. That man. Yes. It was Nigeria who turned Nnamdi Kanu to who he is today. Nnamdi Kanu said it clearly, that I am doing this because of leadership vacuum, not because I know it all. It is because the people who are meant to do it are busy selling out their people. That is why he is doing it. That he is too young for this struggle. He is too young for this struggle. It's pity. A wise man once said that brave men do not stand aside while things crumble. Nnamdi Kanu is set for his defense on the 27th of October, Monday. In less than 24 hours, I believe Nnamdi Kanu would have landed in that court in his glory, in all his regalia, whiter than white, greater than great, coming in his Ohamadike personality, coming unscripted. However he enters that court, he is coming. Personally, I know Nnamdi Kanu is coming inside that court for a big show. Don't be surprised if you see fireworks in the coming days, because Nnamdi Kanu has no lawyer. And of course, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I know, doesn't take nonsense. Doesn't take nonsense. And he won't take any nonsense from anybody in that court. Welcome to the Ohamadike Show. Welcome to the Ohamadike Show. Ohamadike Unscripted. See you in court. Till I see you next video. I've been your host, Nnamdi. Thank you for watching my video. See you in court. Peace.